Caravan Escapades. Hope everybody's keeping safe and well. Well, we're just off to Black Knowl, the Caravan and Motorhome Club site near Brockenhurst in the New Forest. This is kind of our Christmas New Year break. We normally go away just after Christmas until the New Year, so we're off for that. We're all excited, looking forward to that, guys, aren't we?
Yeah!
Yay! So, weather's a bit grim though. We're probably an hour or so into the journey. I think we've got at least another couple of hours anyway, but it's very wet and rainy. But I think the forecast is pretty much for the same while we're away. But who cares? We're away in the caravan. We'll be all cosy and warm. We shall certainly make the most of our time away. So we'll come back to you in a bit. So we're actually towing this time without the towing cover. It's the first time I've kind of really done that. Yes, I've fetched it from storage a couple of times, which is, you know, a mile or so away without the towing cover, but this is the first time we've ever gone any distance without the towing cover, and to be fair, I feel a little bit nervous. The reason for doing that is twofold really. We've decided not to take an awning away with us. I have taken the canopy, but not to take the awning away with us for this trip. Normally when we go away for Christmas, we take the awning, we put that up, gives us a bit of a dry space, that sort of thing. So A, there wouldn't really be anywhere to dry the towing cover out, but also this morning when we came to go, the weather was horrendous. It was chucking it down with rain, the front of the caravan was absolutely soaking, and I just really didn't want to put it on with it being all wet. I mean, I could dry it off, but as soon as I was drying it off, it would start to get wet again, that sort of thing. So as I say, I do feel a bit nervous because we normally go with the towing cover on, and yes, one of the functions is to keep it clean, but the other function for me, because we've got the Tow Pro Elite, is because of the thickness of it and everything else, is actually to protect the front of the caravan, protect those windows, protect it from stones flying up, that sort of thing. So let's see how we get on. I will normally carry on using the towing cover, and I have got it with us, so if it's dry enough and stuff, I can fit it on before we come back. So we'll take a look at the camera when we get on site, and take a look at the camera. We'll take a look at the caravan when we get on site with the camera, and we'll see what the front of the caravan's like. So traffic's not been particularly great. We're not even halfway yet, and we've been going nearly 3 hours. Should only take us about 3 hours 40 minutes. Traffic's been a lot like this, which is quite surprising for, I mean, what day is it today? It's the 28th of December. So yes, it's the 28th of December, and traffic's pretty heavy really. I mean, we normally go away this time of year and it's normally not this heavy. So quite surprised. There's been a lot of this stop-start. We've still got 100 miles to go. How long it's going to take us, I have no idea. Sat-nav's saying another 2 hours, but I suspect it's going to be a bit longer than that. Anyway, we'll catch up with you when we get there. So we're nearly here. We're about just over a mile away, probably 1.5 miles away from the site. What a trip that's been. Probably over 5.5 hours it's taken us to a trip that probably should have easily taken 3.5, and just no real main reason, just traffic, accidents, that sort of thing. Just really surprised us, I guess, for a Wednesday between Christmas and New Year. Anyway, we're nearly here. We won't have much light left, but what we're going to do is literally just set up. Now we're about, I believe, to turn into the site. Is this it here? It's telling me to turn left here. So, although this doesn't look right, but
I don't think this is.
oh, I think we've got to turn around. I think we've missed the turning. I think talking to you guys has meant I've missed the turning.
There's a horse right there, Daddy.
In someone's garden?
Yeah.
So,
Oh my goodness.
oh, this is going to be fun.
Daddy.
Hang on, Darcy, mate. So the moral of this story is watch where you are
Horse
going.
poo.
There's going to be horse poo, sweetheart. Because the horses.
Oh,
Oops, careful, James.
I've just caught the motor mover.
And there's horse poo.
I'm not sure I've not just damaged the motor mover, so we'll check that when we come
Turn
off.
right onto Swing
Not what
Road.
we wanted to do.
So the moral of the story is don't vlog while driving.
Yeah. So I must have made a wrong turning somewhere along the way there. But I think I've caught the motor mover on the curb of the roundabout. So whether it's just scraped it, whether it's knocked it out of position, we shall know once we get there. Yeah, well, Darcy May wants me to tell you about the horses. I don't know whether you've seen them, but we've seen a few horses in people's gardens on the side of the road. Did you see one in somebody's garden, Darcy May?
Someone's car.
No, someone's garden. You said you saw one in somebody's garden. Right, so we've got a right turn up here.
Turn right onto the unpaved road.
Yay!
Black Knowl. We've still got the old Caravan and Motorhome Club sign up. This is a little bit strange.
How are we going to get through?
Please.
Please enter, ensuring gate is closed behind you. Yeah, so Claire's got to go and open the gate and then shut the gate afterwards.
Daddy, go without her.
I would, Darcy May, but I think she'd be annoyed with us.
No, you wouldn't. Just go. Daddy, when she's coming to the car, drive off.
No,
Are you going to do it?
no,
Please.
no, it put her in a bad mood.
Oh my word, it's blowing a gale
I
out
won't, I
there.
won't tell you what Darcy May just said.
Well, what did she say? Mummy looks fat.
No, come on, Daddy, drive up and out, Mummy. Well, we've arrived, we're on the pitch. A couple of things to update you. Yeah, the front of the caravan is filthy without the towing cover on. And I know the towing cover would have got dirty as well, but you can see what the weather's like. It's blooming awful. So where would have got the towing cover without the awning dry, I don't know. And thankfully, I don't seem to have damaged the motor mover. We managed to motor move it onto the pitch, so we don't seem to have done any damage there, so that's good. But I will, when I get the chance, is get underneath the van and take a proper look. Right, let me get the legs down, let me get the electric on, get the water on, get the heat on, and we'll get sorted. Well, it's a lot better morning this morning. The skies are blue, as you can see. Very windy, very rainy last night. I mean, it must admit, I'm in two minds whether to actually put out the canopy because it was very, very windy last night. But also, I'm not sure I'm going to put the flags up. Not only that, I think with this wind, the flags flapping about could potentially disturb people. But we're here. We're set up. As you can see, the caravan's a little bit dirty.
Yeah.
But we'll give that a wash down.
We didn't
But it's a lovely site so far. I've been over to the shower blocks, had a shower. Very, very nice. Quite clean and modern. But we'll give you a site tour later on anyway. So we're just going to head out into Brockenhurst, maybe grab some breakfast because we're a bit short on bits to make breakfast while we're here. So we've just driven down here into Brockenhurst. It seems quite like a quite small, quaint little town. Quite quiet today. I think it's Thursday the 29th of December. I think this is kind of the extent of the village centre, but we're going to take a quick walk round, see if we can find somewhere to get some breakfast. So there are about 4 kind of eateries in Brockenhurst where you can get sort of cakes and tea, breakfast, that sort of stuff. We've just been into the buttery. Yeah, it was okay, reasonable, nothing to shout home about. I had a sort of bacon and egg sandwich. Claire had a breakfast. The coffees were certainly nice. I think Claire enjoyed her breakfast more than probably I enjoyed my bacon and egg sandwich. But as I say, there are about 4. There's another one over there called the Terrace, just tucked down there. There's another tea room further down. And there's kind of a wine bar just on the right hand side which does breakfast and that sort of stuff. So there's no shortage, certainly for a small village, of places to stop and eat. Let's go for a bit of a walk around the site. I think we'll start off here where we're pitched. Gets a bit windy at times, so you might not be able to hear me very well, but hopefully you can. So I'm not sure of the exact numbers of pitches, that sort of stuff. I haven't got the details with me, but once I find out, I'll put that up here somewhere so you can see that. But it's a mix of hard standing grass pitches. There are some service pitches as well. None of the grass pitches are in use at the moment. There is one main toilet block, so you got the one main toilet block which we used earlier on. I'll give you a quick look round that when we're there. But yeah, nice and clean, quite a modern block. I believe that the site has probably been renovated, upgraded. I'm guessing probably in the last 3 or 4 years. There might be some information online when it was last done. So you've kind of got a main loop on the site, and then you've got these little sorts of offshoots where you can park down. There's a few empty pitches. These are some of obviously the grass pitches that aren't in use at the moment. The site was quite full when we arrived yesterday, with not too many spare pitches, but there do seem to have been a few people have left and departed. Obviously been here for Christmas, either moving on or going home. I suspect probably over the next couple of days the site will fill up again with people coming for New Year. So here's the reception and warden's office down here. All very pleasant. A few little things in there, so you know, your normal things that you'd kind of want to get hold of. A few of the sort of camping spares, milk, bread, a few little things like that. So there's a few of those bits in the shop there. I suspect the girls have stopped here. Yeah, into the quite large information office. Let's go have a quick look inside here. Yeah.
Look, Mummy's looking
Quite a
somewhere.
spacious little room. So this is the information office with your maps and everything else. So we'll take a wander back round this way. The driveway into the site is down there. It is quite a long driveway, I guess probably about a mile long or something around about that, with a wooden gate that's closed, so one of you does need to get out, manually open that and shut it behind you. Not that it's a problem, but it's just something that needs probably to be aware of. So again, we wander around. Kind of a little cut through road, so you can come round there rather than going down towards the site. And I know I've had this before, but it was the first time where we came, and then they did say you can pitch in nose first if you wish. Always kind of been told you've got to go tailing, but they said no, pitch in nose first if you want. We didn't, but it was an option. And there's another little kind of offshoot down there. So I see mate charging around on a new bike. So in front of us here is the facilities, shower block, dishwashing area, that sort of stuff. So we'll take a quick wander around. As I say, this is a relatively new building, all very clean and smart. So dishwasher area, some nice photos. In fact, that's a historic toilet block, so picture the old toilet block. And here we are in here, notice board, but again, all very clean, all very warm. Let's go this way round. So within this area we've got family washroom. I think Claire's got a key for that. Family washroom 2, disabled toilets, family washroom 3, so there's 3 family washrooms, which is all pretty good. Laundry area with, what we got there, 2 washing machines, although one of them's out of order, and a tumble dryer. I don't know whether I'm mistaken, I could be wrong. Somebody's left some credit in there, so it looks like there's £4 credit in there. maybe £1 in there. I don't know. I don't understand washing machines and dishwashers. That's Claire's domain. So we'll take a wander around. So we've got drinking water and wastewater points, as you do on most facilities blocks. And we'll take a quick wander in here. Hopefully nobody's in. So as you can see, it's quite clean, tidy. Urinals, toilet block area. And then we've got the showers, again quite spacious, clean, water's hot, shower flows well. And then the sink areas and a disabled shower block. Although the disabled shower block looks to be about the same as a normal shower block, doesn't seem to be any extra space. So that's your visit to the men's facilities. So we'll wander back around this way to try and find out where the girls have gone. I suspect they've followed the road round. Oh, they're here, look. They're riding round out there.
Oh, we've been up there, we've been back, we've been up and we've been back.
They've been up and down, up and down. Darcy only got the bike at Christmas, so she's quite excited with it and enjoying it. It's her first proper big girl's bike with gears.
Hi.
So she's enjoying zooming around on this. Got another little offshoot there with some pitches. As you can see, some have gone kind of nosing. Some more grass pitches over the back, way over the back there, but obviously not in use at the minute. We're obviously using the new system of parking between the white pegs rather than your left corner up to the white peg. These are the service pitches. So you've got drainage at the back there, electric and water on the pole. So we've nearly walked round kind of all of the site. I suspect in the summer it's probably a lot busier, particularly with all the grass pitches in operation. But it's certainly a clean, well kept site with some nice views in certain areas, and you literally are right on the doorstep. You walk out of the main gate and you're straight into the forest with all the horses, and just walks across, they call it the New Forest, but it's a bit sort of downy, so like walks across the downs and things like that. And then back to our caravan.
Can you hold that? She's stuck, I don't know, I think it's a camera.
So that was a tour of Black Knowl Site. I'm doomed, I'm doomed. The end of the waste pipe of wisdom has fallen into the waste water and I can't dig it out. So I'm going to have to empty it and hope it doesn't go down the drain. Oh, I'm doomed. Let's hope it stops and gets caught by the grill. Yay! We're saved. Well, it's a bit of a wet and windy one this morning. As you can see, it's a bit grim out there. But it's fine, we're away in the caravan. We love being away in the caravan. So it's a bit too kind of wet. I was going to do some cooking outside, cook some breakfast up like I normally do outside. We don't like to do sort of fried stuff in the caravan just because of the way it probably makes the inside of the caravan smell. So can't do that this morning. It's a bit blowy, it's a bit windy. So we're going to go up to Lyndhurst and see if we can find somewhere to have some breakfast. So we followed the signs for the kind of tourist information and the New Forest Heritage Centre, and there's a public car park right next to it. It's quite a large car park, goes all the way over there. Pay and display, your Ringo app, all that sort of stuff, not too expensive. plenty of spaces at the moment, but what it's going to be like peak season, I don't know. But yeah, if you need to find a car park, one of several in Lyndhurst, follow the signs, follow the sort of brown information signs, tourist information, and it will bring you to that one. So we've just come out past from the car park. You can see kind of the main street here. We're just going to take a wander up and just wait for it to change to green. There we go, it's changed to green. And we're going to take a wander up and see if we can find somewhere to have a coffee. Seems a little bit quiet. Some of the shops are open, some seem to be closed. Maybe that's just because of the seasonal thing. So we've just come into somewhere called the Forage, F-O-R-A, the Forage, on the main street here. Obviously seems to be very popular, it's very busy. Quite a few people in here, just breakfasts, main menus, pizzas, that sort of thing. So let's get a breakfast order and see what it's like. So the breakfasts have just arrived, they look pretty good. That's Darcy May's chocolate breakfast.
How can that be tiled?
So my plate's already gone because I've eaten it and I ate it before everybody else. Claire's pretty much cleaned all of hers up. Never eats the egg whites though. Never has, never does. She doesn't like egg whites. And then Darcy May's still working her way through hers. But very enjoyable breakfast, so well worth stopping by the Forage. So breakfast all finished at the Forage. I've enjoyed it. I think Darcy May's enjoyed it. Food was all right. I enjoyed my coffee. Although Claire said she wasn't too keen on her coffee. She said it was a bit too strong for her, but no, I enjoyed it. So definitely worthwhile stopping by, although it is very, very busy and a little bit noisy. So the Forage, definitely worth stopping by if you're out and about in Lyndhurst and you're looking for something to eat. So just at the bottom of Lyndhurst High Street is Meridian Medina, which is obviously a Ferrari dealer. I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, real flash motors. So I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me. 289,000, I'll have two of them.
Daddy, me and you can go in that one together.
Yeah.
I like that blue
Some
one.
very nice cars. It looks like there's an F1 car around there, so we've got to have a quick look round.
Daddy, I think there's some people's cars. Because I saw one.
Yeah.
Can we go inside?
No. So there's plenty of cars about. I suspect that is probably one of those mock-up F1 cars, not a real one. But there's certainly some nice cars. Quite like the look of that one.
Yeah, me, you could actually go in that one, Daddy.
Oi, what about me?
So, yeah, there is a Ferrari dealer in Lyndhurst. Worth a look round, I suppose, if you're here. So after spending a little time at Lyndhurst this morning and getting some breakfast, we've decided we're going to come and do the arcades. Darcy May wants to do the arcades, so we've jumped in the car. It's about half an hour away. We've come down to Bournemouth, so it's a bit blistery and blowy. I don't know how well you can see, but we've come to Bournemouth. So there we go. We know how to have a good time. So Claire and Darcy May are just going on the snowman ride. Claire! We'll wait for them. The girls are just coming off. So how was that? How was that, girls?
Good!
You enjoyed that?
Yeah!
Excellent. Well, the arcade was pretty naff, to be fair. The 2p machines, the prizes weren't great. They weren't working very well, so we didn't spend very long in there. So we've come down to have a walk along Bournemouth Beach. As you can see, sea's a little bit rough, not too bad. There's the pier over there, but we've come for a nice blustery walk along the beach. You can't beat it.
Daddy, why is it all like bubbles? Why is it all like bubbles? Because that's what the...
You probably won't be able to hear me at all now with the wind. I think the weather's turning a little bit, so we're going to walk back. Looks a bit grey over there, but you can't beat a nice brisk walk along the beach. I think the girls are following me behind. Oh, they're over there. See you in a bit. Well, there's a few folks out here, certainly a lot braver than me on this cold and blustery day. I don't know whether you can see, there's quite a few people in the sea surfing. Well, I don't know whether they're surfing, they just seem to be floating. So we're down at the end of the pier. Oh, it's blustery, but it's nice to be out here. So we've come away from the seafront just slightly, just behind the seafront, and they seem to have, there's like a Christmas tree celebration up the top there, where you can see it or hear it. There's like a ski bar, ski lodge, we can get mulled wine and lots of places to sit and have a cosy drink, and we're kind of wandering over down this way, and by the looks of it, it looks like there's probably an ice rink or something along those lines, so we'll take a wander down and have a look. I suspect this is probably a lot more spectacular in the evenings with everything lit up. Yep, there is an ice rink, so there's an ice rink up there, lots of people skating around. And then there's more kind of Christmas trees and various things as you walk down through the park. And I think probably later on at night there's a bit of a sort of light show to music with the different trees, that sort of thing.
This way?
That's on 20.
So it is a Christmas tree Wonderland trail, and there's a map here which kind of shows you the way round. So there are various different
We found them
trees
before.
all around Bournemouth.
Where is it? Show me that part.
So here's a bit of a weird one for you. An upside down house. So we've just spent about 3 hours in Bournemouth. Probably not one of my most favourite places, but it's all right. It's done the job on a kind of wet, damp day. We've had a look round, we've had a bit of fun, we've had some cheeros, we've had a coffee, been in the arcades, walked on the beach, and now time to head back to the campsite. Us Caravan Escapades know how to live. It's wet, it's raining. Oh, let's get that water off the lens. It's been raining most of the day. Claire's here, Darcy May's here. We're all wrapped up, we're in our gear, and we've come out for a walk. We're not going to let it stop us. It's New Year's Eve, we're going out for a meal in a minute. So we've come for a walk, and here, as you can see, are some of the New Forest horses. These are just a few of them. Obviously we're not going to approach them, go close to them because we're not supposed to. These are just a few of them. You see them all over the place, to be honest. There's only 2 or 3 of them, but when we've been driving around, we've seen, you know, a dozen or so more, or 1 or 2. So they do exist, and they are there. So we'll carry on walking. And there's the girls enjoying splashing in the water. You can't beat it, can you? So we showed you a few horses yesterday. I think it was 2 or 3, but if you look now, I don't know how well you can see this, there's quite a few out and about across the meadow. In fact, there's even somebody riding a horse over there. It is a really beautiful area, the New Forest. We certainly be back. It's our 2nd time here, and we can highly recommend it, whatever the weather's doing. It's New Year's Eve, and we've done our traditional thing of coming out for a meal. We generally come out quite early, normally about 5 o'clock. We find somewhere near where we're stopping, and tonight we've come to Albero, Italian restaurant. Not tried the food yet, but looks really nice, good selection. I don't know how well you can see this. It certainly looks like a nice restaurant. So that's Albero in, where are we? Brockenhurst. I forgot where we were for a minute then. So it's Albero in Brockenhurst. It's an authentic Italian restaurant. So the food has arrived. I've had the carbonara. Must admit it looks great. What else you had, Claire?
I don't know, mushrooms.
Mushrooms are there, and Darcy made a pizza in the wood-fired pizza.
I saw them cooking it.
All looks really great.
Sit still.
Give it a go. Wow, that was just amazing. The food was absolutely fantastic. Certainly the best Italian food that Claire and I have had in a long, long time. I love mine, the plate's clean. Claire's mopping her plate up with a bit of Darcy May's pizza. Darcy May. Oh, garlic bread, sorry. Darcy May loved her pizza, but she always leaves a crust anyway. But you certainly enjoyed your pizza, didn't you? So, great food. If you're in this area, if you're in the Brockenhurst area, whether you're at Black Knowl or just passing through, I highly recommend Albero. Cracking restaurant. My dessert's just arrived. Check out this tiramisu. Can't wait to eat that. As you can tell, I didn't like my tiramisu very much. Well, we've all just finished our New Year's Eve Italian meal. I've had a great time. I've enjoyed it. What about you girls? Been amazing. It's been a really, really good meal. Really, really enjoyed it. Can highly recommend Albero. If you're ever in this neck of the woods, certainly worth giving it a try. We're going to get the bill shortly, and then we're going to head back to the caravan and see the new year in our traditional style in the caravan. That's if the girls stay awake, by the way. I normally see it in by myself, and they're fast asleep snoring.
You're snoring.
Yeah, he's snoring. He's like normally asleep. And one time when we was in the caravan, Daddy was like snoring, and Mummy was nearly asleep, and I was still awake.
I don't think that's true. They're normally sleeping, I'm awake. Well, this is a first for the Browns and Caravan Escapades. We're actually leaving Black Knowl. We've had a good time, we've enjoyed our time here, but we're leaving a day early. We've never done that before. We've never left a site a day early. A bit of a strange one, really. We just kind of got up this morning and thought we weren't going to do a great deal today anyway, apart from chill out in the caravan, play some games, go out for a walk, that sort of thing. So we would have been going home tomorrow, and then I'd have been straight back at work on Tuesday. So we just kind of said, look, why don't we just get up, we'll go, we'll get home, we'll get set up, and then we've got a day where we can kind of maybe chill out and do things at home tomorrow. Strange, I know, we've never done it before. I feel a bit guilty leaving early.
We've always extended our
stays. If anything, we've always asked for extended stays and late departures and things like that. So it seems very, very strange. But I think we've made the right decision. I think the other thing is as well, it's New Year's Day. Hopefully the trip home should be nice and easy without too much traffic. As you know, the journey down was a bit of a mare. It took us, 5 hours, 40 minutes, something like that to get down here. And we just thought, let's get home, let's get the caravan unpacked, let's get it ready. We could put it back into storage tomorrow if need be, or we can leave it till the weekend. So that's us, but we've had a great time at Black Knowl. We've certainly enjoyed ourselves. As you know, the weather's been pants, but we've had a good one. Well, we're about 20 minutes from home now as another caravan adventure comes to an end. We've had a great time despite the weather, despite coming home a day early. We've thoroughly enjoyed our time away in the caravan, as we always do. So what we need to do now really is start planning some more trips, don't we, guys? We need to get some more planned in. I think we're going to focus on CLs as well, get a good mix of CLs and club sites in there, that sort of stuff. So we'll bring this vlog to an end. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. And please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll get notified next time we upload a video. So all it leaves now is for us to say goodbye, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.